OMG. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Stephanie. Trying to get Instagram up so that we can get this live started. How is your day going? Drop it in the comments. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being throw the whole day away, 10 being this is one of the best days ever. Hey YouTube, I see y'all in here. This is my first time adding y'all to the live. I'm so excited. This live is sponsored by thelashsupply.com, where I am the official brand ambassador. And one of the things that I get to do as the official brand ambassador of the Lash Supply is host live webinars and things. Hey Jonte. Hey y'all. Hey, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get started. How is your day going? On a scale of 1 to 10, let me know. I always ask this question when I start my lives because it's just important for us to check in with ourselves. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being throw the whole day away, 10 being this is one of the best days ever. Drop it in the comments. Let me know how your day is going. And we are going to get ready to get started. Hey sis, I am on not 2 but 3 platforms today. Usually it's just Instagram and TikTok. Today we got YouTube in the mix, so I'm excited about that as well. I need to see how I can view my, oh there it is, 10 out of 10. That is wonderful to hear. That is like the best day that we can see. John Tay, you're having a 0. I so hate that. I hope that you I'll start trying tomorrow. It's like that sometimes. Look, pour into you today, give you what you need. If that's just some peace and quiet, go find you some. If you need a good meal, go get you one or make you one, but definitely make sure that you are pouring into you. All right, and then let's check in over here on Instagram. We have a 2, a 7, a 10, and an 8. All right, y'all. Same thing for y'all. If you're having a tough day, it happens. Life is challenging, and it's just that's just a part of living. Just make sure that in the midst of that, you are doing something to pour into you, taking some time for you to take care of you. I have this new deck of cards. It's an affirmations cards deck, and it is called Bloom Where You're Planted, and the company is Manifest Your Purpose. It's a Black-owned company, and I saw these on Facebook a while ago, and then I ran into the company at a pop-up shop, and so, oh, you can't hear me? I wonder why. I'm sorry. I got these at a pop-up shop, and so this is what they look like. So in addition to our normal tell me 1 to 10 how your day is going, I'm gonna pull one of these out, and y'all, I'm gonna read it, and y'all let me know if you rocking with it, if it helps you, if it's for you. And yeah, this is how one thing we'll add to the lives. Okay, so this affirmation card says, things are always working out for me no matter how it looks at any point in time. How you feel about that? Do you agree with that? I'm gonna YouTube, baby. I don't know why y'all can't hear. I don't know how to fix it. I muted and unmuted. Yes, Manifest Your Purpose is the company. And so again, I'm gonna read the card. It says, things are always working out for me, no matter how it looks at any point in time. I love these I was gonna say scriptures. I love these cards because each one I read takes me to something that is affirming in scripture. And this one makes me think about the scripture that tells us that all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So no matter what it's looking like right now, if business is up, if business is poor, if life is great, if your day is a 10, if your day is a 0, everything serves you in some kind of way. And with it serving you, it also gives God glory. And you get to give God glory because you are you're appreciative when you know that nothing bad is just bad. Like it all plays a part in your growth, in your victory. So I love these cards. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So I see some comments over here. We have agree, yes, I agree, that's good, amen. Okay, I don't know what this other person was talking about they couldn't hear, because you can hear. So cool. We're gonna go ahead and get started. This live is sponsored by none other than the best lash company that I have found, and that is the LashSupply.com. I am the official brand ambassador for the Lash Supply, and that allows me to do one of the main things that I love, which is help educate lashpreneurs on how to market their businesses for clientele growth, to make content creation easier, because we know that we are not just lash artists, we are content creators, and that can be a huge pain. And so my job, my goal is to help alleviate some of that pain. So today we are going to be talking about target audience. If you already know who your target audience is, let me know. Put just drop a white heart emoji in the comments. Let me know, hey T, I know who my target audience is, and that'll be that. And we're gonna get started. So, hold on, got a comment over here. Just saying, hey, I want you to be, okay, so with target audience, one of the first things that I always share that we should consider is overall, who is this person that you want to service? You get to really decide the type of clientele that you want to attract and service, and that is all done really based on your marketing. And so if you know who it is that you're trying to market to, it will make this process, or make your content creation and growing clientele, a whole lot easier. Okay, come on for the white hearts. It'll make it a whole lot easier. Your target audience is basically your ideal client. This is, if you have one person that you can duplicate across your clientele books, it would be her. So that is what we're going to deep dive into today with our webinar. So the first thing that I always start with when talking about developing a target audience is, let me wave at y'all. Hey Jonte, hey Kiana. The first thing that I always talk about is the age range of your audience. This impacts so many different areas of your business, and I'm going to share with you a few of those. One of the things that it impacts is how much money you can make within your lash business. The age of the people that you are serving is directly connected to the type of job they may have, or directed to what they may be doing in life at that time. And a lot of times, us as lash artists, we feel like it's the younger generations or younger ladies, like in their early 20s and things, that want lash extensions. What they want is something quick to get in and get out. And also think about what a 20-year-old is doing in her life. Does she have serious financial stability? Some, absolutely. But most, they're still probably trying to figure it out. Probably working I was going to say fast food, I don't even know what that is. Fast food jobs or retail jobs, something part-time. They may still be in school, so they aren't really able to, they may not be able to afford to get their lash extensions done on a regular basis. So age range impacts how much you can, really make within your business. So let's do some conversation on ages. So tell me in the comments, if you drop the white heart, what is your age range? You don't have to say like 18 to 36. Just tell me how many. Hey Shelby, tell me how many years are in the span of your age range. And so I'll also keep sharing and share with you guys what I recommend. But don't change your answer just because I'm recommending this. So I always recommend that we have an age range of about 3 to 5 years. And here's why. First of all, it's really hard to create content for people of totally different ages. If my target audience is, let's say, ages 20 to 45. Think about what women are doing in different stages of that, 25-year age range. It sounds good because you want to make sure you don't miss anybody and that you're inclusive and that you have a greater chance of attracting more clients in. But in reality, you're actually kind of repelling against your own work because there is no way to talk to the 20-year-old and let me not say no way. It's very hard to consistently talk to the 20-year-old and the 45-year-old in the same post every single time. So when you are marketing to your target audience, the goal is to hit a target, to talk to a specific person, and that's what your content is for. Your content is to be directed for a specific person, directed towards your audience, and if you are missing people, it's probably because we haven't narrowed that age range down. The things that are attractive to a 20-year-old may be childish or may not be attractive to a 45-year-old and vice versa. I like to pose this question. Think about who you were. Let's just go 10 years. Think about who you were 10 years ago. Think about your age. Think about the way you dressed, the way you wore your hair, the language you used, the people you hung around, all of the things. And tell me if you're different or the same person. Drop it in the comments and say, I'm a new person or I'm the same person. New person or the same person as you were 10 years ago. Hopefully you are a new person because we should be growing and evolving. Your target audience works the same way. So if you're not the same person that you were 25 years ago or 10 years ago, then your target audience, you can't communicate to them the same way because they're all in different spaces. They're attracted to different things. So that's why I strongly recommend using a 3 to 5 year age range. Let's see, we got comments coming in. I'm a new person. Absolutely. New person. I'm a new person for sure. As you should be because we're growing. New person. Yes. For the celebration in the comments for being new. It works the same way with your target audience. So you want to make sure that when you are marketing, you're marketing appropriately to their age. And when you're marketing, you are sharing things that will be attractive for your age range. So again, I strongly recommend 3 to 5 years. It makes your life easier as a content creator because you're not having to figure out, okay, the 20-year-olds say sis, but the 45-year-olds, what do they call each other? You know, and I'm sure everybody says sis now, but I'm just saying, in anything, it helps you even with your caption creation. The sis thing was a caption plug. Like, I like to talk directly to my target audience in my captions because I need to grab your attention. I need you to feel connected and understanding or resonate with what it is that I'm sharing or that I'm saying. So I'm going to talk to the girls who don't mind being called sis. But if my audience is a group of people who don't really rock with that, I would need to change my language up. So that's something that you really want to consider with your age range as far as your target audience. Does anybody have any questions about age range regarding your target audience? Any questions at all? Drop them in the comments and I'll answer them, but I'm gonna keep moving just because the comments probably come in a little slower than I'm talking. So if you drop your comments, I'll be able to answer the questions as we move on. So the next thing that I want to talk about with target audience is location. It is important for us to consider where we are marketing to because we want to attract clients from that area to us. So I have one of my mentees. Recently we were talking about her location situation and I'm going to use her as an example. Hey y'all, hey, come on in. I'm going to use her as an example or her situation as an example. She is in a small city and she feels like she needs to market to other cities or a broader metroplex because her city is small and she's not getting the people in that or clients in that she would want. My advice to her was if you're in a small city, it's not that, she also said that there were a lot of lash artists in her city. So here's the thing. Clients are looking for certain things. They're looking for a price point. They're looking for an experience. They're looking for quality of service. And if you offer that, then you have no competition unless the other people are doing that. And good for them because you can't service everybody. Realistically, everybody in your city, in your state is not going to be your client. So, but if you are in a small city, what you don't want to do is market so broad that your content misses the people right around the corner from you. So for example, I am in let's stay on her example, and then I'll go with a broader perspective. So I recommended to her that she changes up some of her marketing tactics, which means develop your target audience, really get to know them, and share content to them that they can benefit from. Share educational content. And when I say educational content, I mean inform your clients about your lash process. They can't see what's happening during their service, so they don't know what it looks like. You can tell them like, hey, I'm applying a primer, or hey, I'm about to rinse your lashes after a lash bath, or this is what I'm doing, but they can't see it, so it's really kind of a little harder for them to really relate. That's where the content comes in at. You're already doing the work, just record it. That was the best content advice I ever received. So with her, I'm encouraging her, educate clients about your lashing process, and again, package the content in a way that they can receive it, because you know who they are. They're your audience, and you studied them enough, or created them with enough detail for you to know how to talk to them. So if you're in a small city, don't sleep on your small city. Spice up your marketing and make sure that you are talking to the audience that you want to talk to, because they are in your city. And then the other example I was giving, if you're in a bigger city, hold on, how can you get noticed in a bigger city? I got you, sis. So if you are in a bigger city like me, I am in Dallas. Hey, the Lash Supply, y'all, my friends are here. As I've been saying, the Lash Supply is the sponsor of our live, and I am the official brand ambassador, and they allow me to do this thing with you guys. So I'm excited to see them join it. So back to the bigger city. If you are in a bigger city, it is going to help you to pinpoint your area, or the area you want your clients to come from, and market to them. What I mean is, I'm in Dallas, Texas, and Dallas, Texas is bridged with Fort Worth, and so it's like DFW. Now between Dallas and Fort Worth, you can travel about an hour to 2 hours between each city and the sub cities in between. Now if I'm marketing myself as a DFW or Dallas Fort Worth lash artist, when people look for a Dallas lash artist, I'm not gonna come up. And when I'm saying that, I'm saying like my name in Instagram or my name in TikTok, YouTube, it says T the brand Dallas lash artist, because if I put DFW, that's too broad. And the people who are in Dallas, they're searching for somebody in Dallas, not necessarily DFW. And if I don't have Dallas specified, I miss the people in Dallas who may be right around the corner, as I said earlier, who are looking for a lash artist that offers what I have. So that's my recommendation for a big city. Between Dallas and Fort Worth, this whole big metroplex, you have cities like, let's say Cedar Hill, you have Mesquite, you have Duncanville. So there are a lot of small cities. My recommendation, use the city that you are in and that you want your clients to come from. For example, if I'm in Dallas and I want my clients to come from Mesquite, then I would market to Mesquite. However, the conflict with that is you're not actually in Mesquite. So if they're not looking to make that commute, which isn't far, but if they're looking for something closer, that wouldn't be you. So that's why I say market to the sub-city that you are in. We have some questions in here, so I'm gonna scroll back up and answer. If I have an age range in mind, but I attract clients that are not in that age range, should I consider changing my age range? No, you should consider changing your marketing. And I say that because you're going to get clients outside of your age range, no matter what your age range is. My current target audience age range is 25 to 30 years old. I have clients, most of my clients, they're in their 40s. I have 2 clients now in their 60s. I have some 20-year-olds. I have some 30-year-olds. So it's mixed in there, but my marketing is consistent. And what happens is the other attributes of my target audience are attractive to these clients outside of my age range, so they still gravitate to my marketing and my services. So don't change your audience age range. Keep marketing to that audience and you'll start attracting people. Remember, this is one full whole person, and they're more than just how old they are. So that can't be or shouldn't be the only factor that you're considering. If you're getting clients who align with different areas or different targets in your target audience, that's not what not targets, different qualities or attributes of your target audience, then you're still marketing to your audience. You're going to attract people outside of the age range, just like you're going to attract people outside of maybe the occupation flexibility that you choose or the location that you market to. So don't change your audience. Just make sure that your marketing is consistent, and you're going to attract people outside of that. Sorry, scrolling through. Okay, I'm on the border of Irving and Dallas. Do I target both because I'm in the middle? I'm gonna say no, because when I think Dallas, I'm thinking more Dallas and not Irving. So when you're coming out of Dallas and into Irving, it's not so much of Dallas. I think Dallas more like central areas, like downtown Dallas, maybe North Dallas, maybe if you're like in the Trinity Groves area. When you get to Irving, you don't went a little far getting on the outskirts of Dallas, so I would market to Irving. And just because you market to Irving, that won't mean that you won't attract Dallas clients. So people who are in Dallas know that Irving is still in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and that's not far for them to travel to. So I would recommend, if you are closer to Irving than the central location of Dallas, market to Irving and not Dallas. Sorry, y'all, checking the comments. Okay, if you guys have any questions, keep dropping them and I'll circle back. So that was the question on location. I'm 10 minutes from downtown Dallas and 12 minutes from Irving. Okay, you're in a sweet spot. So that means you can choose whichever one that you want to market to. If you want to market to Dallas, market Dallas Lash Artists. If you want to market to the Irving area, market Irving Lash Artists. If you want to just put both in your name, put both in your name, and you'll still come up in the search. But you're in a really good sweet spot to attract clients from either or. And what will happen is your clients will be able to decide if your location is too close, too far for them. Absolutely, do both if that's what works. All right, so moving on from location to number 3, that is occupation. This is where we get real excited too as lash artists when we're developing our target audience, because occupation, we think about money. Now, hey there, welcome in. We think about money, but you don't want to think about money just yet or just the title. And I say you think about money because when you think about occupation, obviously that's a job. What do they do? We want the doctors, we want the lawyers, we want the people making bank. However, you want to consider more so their flexibility when you're developing the occupation part of your target audience. And I say flexibility because this is going to determine your work schedule. Yes, we want the doctors, the lawyers, the teachers, and all the things, but do you want to work late evenings? Because these people are probably working 9 to 5 hours or 8 to 4 hours. And if you're not trying to lash from 5 to 10 p.m. or so, then you're going to need to target an audience that has more of a flexible schedule. Hold on, I see a question down here. Let me get through this little spiel and I'm gonna answer that question. So you want to target people who have more of a flexible schedule. So when it comes to occupation, think flexibility, not their job title. Okay, let's see. Hey y'all, come on in. Oh, the question is gone. Boo. Okay. So yeah, think more flexibility than occupation. Now, with some jobs, clients do have more flexibility than others. Doctors may be able to move around a little more depending on what their practice is. Teachers, they're pretty much locked into the job until it's time to go home. But yeah, consider flexibility. Okay, I see the question thing again. How do you let people know that your shop is here? I'm not really sure what you mean. Like that it's in Dallas. If that's what you mean, then I have Dallas Lash Artist in my name on my Instagram profile. So when they search for a Dallas Lash Artist, I'll come up and they'll know I'm in Dallas. I also have the studio's address in the bio, so they know as well if they look there, it says Dallas. So that's how I let people know kind of where my location is. So also with their occupation, you want to consider socioeconomics. This is when we talk about how much money they make. Now, I don't want you to think about, okay, my clients need to make $70,000 per year. You just need to make sure that with their age range and with their occupation that they are able to afford your services consistently. And I say consistently because lash fields are where the income is. It's great to get a full set because, I mean, it's a new client, it's more money. Well, let me not put the quotes around there. It's more money, but it's more money one time versus a field, they're coming in consistently and they can afford to come in consistently. So I'd rather have a client who can afford to get their lashes filled every 3 weeks than just a client who can come in this one time or periodically for full sets, because that's not recurring income. So with your socioeconomics, you want to consider again age. What are they doing in their lives? Are they old enough to actually have a job with stable income? Are they in college? What is this ideal client doing at their age range? And then also their occupation with their flexibility, and again how much they're making. Is this making sense, y'all? Let me know in the comments. Drop a, I don't know, give a thumbs up emoji. We already did the white heart, so drop a thumbs up and let me know if y'all are tracking with me, and continue to share any questions that you may have. So we're gonna move on from socioeconomics to free time. I'm gonna drink some coffee real quick, so hold on. Hey y'all, welcome. I saw when you joined, but I didn't get to say nothing. Okay, so if y'all have any specific target audience question, oh no. If y'all have any specific target audience questions about your audience, drop them and we'll talk about it as well. For those of you who just got on the live, this live is sponsored by thelashsupply.com. That is my favorite lash brand. I have been using them since 2020. I am also now the official brand ambassador for The Lash Supply. And with being the official brand ambassador, I get to do one of the main things that I love as a part of my job is talk to lash artists on how they can grow as lashpreneurs, and mainly when it comes to marketing and branding their lash businesses. What is an example for targeting 25 to 30-year-olds? What do you mean, like, for an example? Like a piece of content, or tell me kind of what you mean as far as an example. And if you want to join the live, y'all, let me know. That way you can, if it will help you to express it instead of type it, so that I can clearly understand you. But for what kind of example are you looking for? All right, so while we wait on that question, I'm going to keep going. So when it comes to their free time, this really helps you with content creation as well, because you know what your clients are doing. So you know what to post about. I always give the example of a Saturday morning. What are your clients doing on a Saturday? Are they at brunch? Are they in the gym? Are they sitting on the sidelines of their children's Little League games? Are they shopping? What do your clients like to do? And the best thing about a target audience is you get to create this person. You get to write out, or you should write out, all of these things. Like, be very detailed so that you can cater your marketing to this person. And once they see you marketing this content that relates to them, that's what attracts them. So it's not just, oh, I create my audience and that's it, I'm expecting them to fall out the sky. No, you create your audience and then you work to market to that audience so that audience can find you. That makes your job a lot easier as a content creator, as a lash artist. Let me check this question box. Example of speaking to target audience through content. Okay, let me add that one up there. Okay, so I'm gonna share a piece of just an example that I would do based on the audience as a whole. So let's say my target audience is an age range of 25 to 30. These women like to work out, and that is what I'm really kind of marketing to. That's the lifestyle or the type of client that I'm marketing to. You like fitness. So an example of a piece of content that you can do, it will be great to go to the gym. So you should be doing these things. It's great for you to go to the gym and you can talk or use your clients that you have. Because remember, this is your audience, so you will be attracting people who like to work out. Use the example of how your lashes still last even with them working out. A lot of women think if I get my lashes wet if I sweat, if I cry, then my eyelashes are gonna come out. And if that is the case with your lashes, this is not a marketing conversation. This is a retention conversation. But if you have great retention, it's great to share with them. You can work out with your lashes. You can sweat. Get a video of you or your client in the gym after they finish their workout, before what their lashes look like, them doing a lash bath, or you doing a lash bath in the gym, and then you show them what your lashes look like afterwards. This is how I maintain my lashes as a lady who likes to work out. That's an example that we can use for a specific audience. My audience, I mainly target women who like natural looking lash styles. So in my content, I'm talking about how you don't have to wear a lot of makeup with your lashes, because you look good, you look presentable and refreshed without a face of makeup. I talk about how natural beauty, I enhance natural beauty, and I show women in their real natural state in my content. None of my pictures or videos are edited, so I'm not airbrushing the skin to hide a blemish. No, because everybody has something on their face, and I don't want to put out an image or I don't want my marketing to look like this is total glam, or I have to be glammed up with my lashes, or she does lashes for people who live this kind of super everyday glam lifestyle. So I make sure that I'm showing women in their natural state, no makeup, no nothing, just their eyelashes and maybe some lip gloss, because I want to attract women who want to wear the natural styles and who value their natural beauty. So that's another example of creating content for your target audience. I hope that this helped. Let me know in the comments. I see some other comments up here. Okay, she said I just answered. Great question. Hey y'all, hey all of the new people coming in here. Okay, so that's an example of some free, wait, that wasn't free time. I went back to the question. But knowing what your clients are doing in their free time will absolutely help you create more content. If they like to brunch, you can talk about how you didn't take all day to make it to meet up with your friends because your lashes were done, so it cut down on your makeup time. You can talk about how, especially if you're in Dallas or anywhere that's hot right now, you didn't have to put on a full face of makeup to go to brunch. You know, your lash strips aren't lifting at brunch or anywhere that you go. You know what to create and what to post because you know what this person is doing. And you know what this person is doing because you've already decided what they're doing. If it doesn't apply to them, it doesn't apply to them. They're not your target audience. If it does, they can relate. They may be engaged with your content. They may come to your page and they may book. And I'm saying may because statistically, it takes somebody 7 times to see a post from you before they even think about booking. I'm gonna have to come to your page statistically, come to your page 7 times before I even think about booking with you. And so on the 8th time, you never know, I might hit the link in your bio and I might book, or I might have already hit the link and I'm just trying to, get some more insight on who you are, if your pricing is worth it, if your work is worth it, whatever the case may be. So again, don't feel like you want to attract people outside of your target audience, and don't feel like, I've been doing this same thing, marketing these same things, and I'm not getting anybody. Consistency is what will separate you from the lash artist down the street. And consistency means doing the same thing over and over and over. And that's usually what knocks a lot of lash artists off track when they're trying to market to their target audience. You get tired of being bored. Consistency can be really boring because you're just finding new ways to do or say or show the same thing. But that consistency is what is going to keep people connected to you. If I'm posting that I market or do lashes to enhance natural beauty for, let's say, a month and a half, and then I get tired of nobody booking, and then I start marketing these crazy mega volume sets and dramatic volume lashes, now my audience is confused. The person who was looking to book with me, if everybody isn't seeing every post that you make, if the last post you saw was 2 weeks ago and it was a nice natural looking set, and now you see some craziness happening in my post, does that make you want to book, or does that make you want to keep moving? But if I'm consistently posting the same thing or consistently talking about the same thing, that builds rapport, that builds trust, that builds, okay, she can do what I want her to do, and then I'll book with her. Does that make sense? If so, drop the thumbs up emoji again, just because I'm out of emoji ideas, and it's tons of them. Dang, did I miss it? No, sis. I mean, you missed some, but not a whole lot. Okay, so that's free time. Now we're gonna move on to another piece of your target audience that you should consider when you're developing this person. I'm gonna recap real quick. We already have your age range, we have location, we have occupation, socioeconomics, free time, and now we are going to talk about desire points. Let's see what we got. Hello, Courtney. Yes, we love structure and consistency. We do. We really do. All right, so desire points. You may see other people call desire points pain points. They're really the same thing. However, I don't like to market based off of what makes somebody feel like they have a deficit or lesser than, or, you know, just make them feel kind of bad through my marketing. So I recoined that as a desire point. And that is basically what makes this woman feel like she needs her lashes done from me. What makes her feel like, ooh, I can save time in the mornings, I would feel so cute. Like, what are the things that make your clients want to book with you? That's a desire point, and that's what you market to. That's what you put in your, or talk about in your captions. That's what you use for your hooks on your reels. That is how you really draw people into your marketing and what it is that, you know, get them to be more interested in booking with you. So an example of desire points for me, natural beauty, as we already talked about. I want my clients to feel like I woke up like this. I woke up in my makeup. That's how I feel today. Because I have on nobody's makeup and not even an eyebrow, baby. These are mine. And so I feel really good that my lashes are done. I don't feel like I look sleepy when I wake up. Like, I wake up and I'm cute, no matter if I put on a face of makeup or still have my bunny on or not. That's a desire point that I want for women. I want a woman to be able to look in the mirror at any time of the day and feel like, yes, girl, you cute. And so that's natural beauty is a desire point that I market to. Saving time is a desire point that I market to. You don't have to waste time in the mornings putting on a full face of makeup if you don't want to. You don't have to waste time struggling to get your strips easy, because y'all know them lash strips, one of them will be perfect and one of them will have your eye looking like extra wide or extra close, and now you look crazy all day. Or you're fighting in the mirror to get it to, you know, align right with your eye. We don't do that over here. So that's what I market, because I want women to desire the convenience of having lash extensions in addition to natural beauty. So this is what you want to think about when you are creating desire points for your target audience. Remember, you are building this person. You are writing out these things. That age range, how old do you want your audience to be? And think about even the conversations that you would want to have with your clients. What are this age range possibly talking about versus this one? What is this group of people interested in versus this group of people? Like, consider all of those things when you're writing this person out. How far do my clients have to commute? Again, with the job, like, do they have the flexibility? Do they work from home? Like, really detail this person, and don't be scared, because a lot of times it's like you can feel like I've done this for nothing. Hey, Liz. A lot of times you can feel like I've done this for nothing, and that is what I want, the hump that I will get over. I don't want you to just do busy work and then sit on the work. No, use this audience and market to this audience. Be as detailed as possible so that you can get very detailed, goal-oriented content. If the goal is to get more engagement, talk to your audience in a way that is going to make them engage with your content. Ask them questions in your captions. Put polls or questions in your story. I do recommend you can do questions. However, people are more likely to respond to a poll than a question, because they don't have to think, they don't have to type, they may be afraid to, you know, just let you see it was that, whatever. Use the polls over the questions, or mix it up and do both. Combine them, do both. But put things in place to get more engagement if engagement is the goal, and you want to market engaging things for your desired audience. The same thing with if your goal is to get more, if the goal is to grow clientele, create content that will attract clients to click your booking link and become a client. Like, talk about your client experiences, share some reviews, show what your lashes look like. Again, educate on what your lash process looks like, because clients don't know. They can't see that. Hey, y'all, welcome in. All of the new people jumping on. We're talking all things target audience. This live is sponsored by thelashsupply.com. That is my #1 and only lash company that I just really, really love. I've been using their products since 2020, and I am now the official ambassador of the LashSupply.com. And I get to do this with y'all. I get to get on here and help lash artists become lash marketers, because marketing grows clientele. So welcome. All right, so are we good on desire points? Drop in the comments. Give me the white heart again. Let me know that we track it. And if you have any questions about anything target audience or marketing related for your lash business, if it's growing clientele, what kind of content should I post, what's an example of something, drop it in the comments. I'm happy to answer and help however I can. So we just finished up desire points. I think we're all clear on what, desire points look like. So let's move on to character traits. I love character traits. And I love character traits because I'm going to tell you why once I get to explain it. Okay, so when you are developing character traits for your target audience, low battery, that's fine. We'll be all right. When you are developing character traits for your target audience, you want to really think about the type of person you are servicing. Everybody ain't your client, and you don't want everybody to be your client. And I know when the clientele building is slow, we get kind of desperate and we want, just anybody, but desperate actions create desperate responses. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Desperate games, desperate prizes. So you may end up attracting some type of clientele that you don't want. So really list out what are some character traits that you would want your clients to possess. Is this person punctual? That means timely. Are they going to arrive on time, or are they late every time they show up for their appointment? Is this person respectful? Do they come in cursing and loud and just disrespecting the atmosphere? Or what do you want their respect level to be like? Are they, come on brain, what's something else? Are they communicative? Hey y'all, hey Kai, hey Daily. Are they communicative? Do they let you know, hey, I am running 10 minutes late before it's time for their appointment to start? Do they let you know, hey, I need to reschedule in advance and respect your policies? Once you create what you want your clients who you want your clients to be as far as character traits, the best part of this, and like I said, why I love it, is because now you have to show up as that person. This is more so about you than it is them, because you are going to attract exactly what you are. If you are not a punctual lash artist, if you are always running behind for your appointments, if you cancel people last minute and hit them with a hey boo text, you are going to attract people who are going to give that back to you. And if you have attracted clients who are the opposite of that you can appreciate, if that's what you're doing, that's what you're grooming them to do. Because, it's okay. You do it and you are the head of the business. If you are putting out rude content, don't be surprised when you attract clients who are rude. And when I say rude content, I always use this example. It's like 2 years old now, but I still kind of see people doing this kind of thing, or lash artists kind of doing this thing with their content. There's a fine line between humor and disrespect. What you might find funny, what other lash artists might find funny, because lash artists can relate, your clients may not be able to, or your clients may find it disrespectful. And this is why it is very important to know exactly who it is that you're marketing to and who you're trying to attract. Are you talking to lash artists, or are you talking to lash clients? Because they're going to be interested in different things. And the example that I like to use, again, like I said, it was 2 years old. Lash art, I saw it was this trending sound on Instagram at one point, and the sound was crap. Don't remember the sound, but I remember the hook. So the hook said something like, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. And what's happening is, that was the sound. Okay, that was the sound. The sound was, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. And the hook on it was, when you finish the client appointment and they're just kind of lingering around. You know how like when your client gets up off the table, they get their phone, they're trying to check their text messages, see whatever they missed, whatever. Of putting that sound and that hook to that video, sure, it might be funny to a lash artist who understands, like, girl, I gotta get the room clean and ready for the next client, and you're really kind of here wasting my time. The lash artist can relate, but is the lash artist the one who is going to be booking with you to keep your bills paid? No, it's the clients. And from a client perspective, a brand new client perspective, was that rude? Probably. Is that disrespectful? Probably. Am I going to book with you? Probably not, because I don't need that to be your energy toward me. Whether it was a joke or not, I can't tell through the internet. So you have to be very, very careful. There was another trending sound recently going around. It was a clip from the Dream song, and I made a reel about this, and it was, part of me feels so bad, but not that bad. okay, the hook on the thing was when a client is running late or running past the grace period and I cancel them or ban them for book. What is the goal of that? Is it to attract more clients? Because you're turning clients off. All of that to say, when you are developing the character traits that you want your clients to have, make sure that you show up as that person on the internet, in person when they come in for their visits, and wherever else you may be. Like, become those qualities that you want in that person, because you're going to attract exactly what you are and exactly what you put out. Let me see, we got some comments in here. Hey, superstar. Hope y'all are taking tea. Oh, Bailey. Y'all, Bailey was one of my band directors when I was in college. So in college, I went to the Prairie View A&M University, and I was a Black Fox in the Marching Storm marching band, and Bailey was over the percussion section, and he was just so cool. I thought Bailey was mean at first, but we rocking. So I'm always excited and appreciate your encouragement. Is this making sense? Does anybody have any questions? Any questions about character traits? If not, I'm gonna keep moving to the last thing, and this is a new one that was inspired by one of my new Lash sisters that I met at Elite Lash Convention. Speaking of Elite Lash Convention, okay, so TheLashSupply.com is the sponsor of this live. I am the official brand ambassador for The Lash Supply. I've been using their products, their lashes, their tweezers, their glue, their spoolies, their anything I can find to use and work with at The Lash Supply. I've been using them for the last 4 years. If you shop with them online, you can use code T10 to save 10% on your orders. And now, at all of the Dallas-Fort Worth Lash Supply locations, you can get 10% off in store when you use code TFlashStore10. So I know that's long, but if you want to save the coins, you're gonna let the clerk know. TFlashStore10. If somebody drops that in the comments, I'll pin it. That way y'all can save it, screenshot it, and just have it when you are going into the Lash Supply. Okay, so now going back to Cam, not Cam, girl, this, your name makes me want to call you Cam. Kamisha, you were the sealing deal on me asking them if they would do this for lash artists, because I have the online flash store, FLASH, and I'll pin that one. Thank you. Y'all. Okay, so you were my reason for asking that, because there are a couple of lash schools here that take field trips now to the Lash Supply because I've connected with them and they see my content. There are other lash artists who were like, hey, I went in the store and I bought some stuff, bought the trio that you recommended. So I'm like, okay, if more people are going in the store, can we serve the lash artists in the store? So shout out to you, Kamisha. Okay, let me pin this comment. That is the thank you so much. That is the in-store Lash Supply discount code. And again, this is only for the Dallas-Fort Worth locations. That's the Garland location, the Fort Worth location, and the Arlington location. And for online, it's just T10. Okay, back to talking about Elite Lash Convention. I had the privilege to speak at a lash convention was that this weekend? No, that was 2 weekends ago. I want to encourage you guys, if you have never been to a lash conference before, it is not just like, woo, we're all in here to party. No. Whoa. That's not what's happening. Those conferences really build community. I connected with some amazing women at these conferences that now we have each other's numbers. We're texting, we're collaborating, we're leaning on each other for support. We are just building and bridging ideas together from the conference. You have speakers from the biggest companies in the industry, people who have been exactly where you are and are working through what you're working through. And so you want to make sure that you are in the place where opportunity is. Opportunity is not about to come find you in your lash room. If you want to grow, if you want to have a product line, if you want to be a better trainer, you need to go hear from people who have product lines and who have successful training businesses. Like, you need to make sure that you are surrounding yourself or putting yourself in positions to where opportunity can come to you. No, it's not coming to find you in your lash room. Community is not coming to find you in your lash room. A break from that lash table that you can write off everything you do is not coming to find you in that lash room. That's another thing that's just super amazing about lash conferences. When you go, you can write off the whole trip. You write off your flight, you write off your rental car, you write off your gas, you write off the food, you write off the entertainment, you write off the ticket for the conference. get to a Lash conference. So the next two conferences that you can find me at are Elite Lash Convention in Miami this September 15th and 16th, and I have a discount code for that. The code is, I think it's T10. DM me and I'll let you know for sure, because I just looked at it the other day. But there's a code for that, and then there's also LashCon. LashCon is the biggest lash convention in the world. People come from overseas, different countries to come to the Lash conference. That conference is in Anaheim, California, and it will be October 10th through the October 11th through the 14th this year. And you can save $100 on your ticket with code T100. And I love LashCon. This will be my third year going. This is my first year speaking. I have a breakout session, and I'm just so excited to help lashpreneurs who come to my session really learn the details of marketing and really help them one-on-one kind of develop their marketing skills. So that's going to be exciting. Okay, so back to what we were talking about, which is target audience. The last thing that I want to share with you guys is about specialties. Like I said, this was added to my target audience spiel here recently because of one of my lash sisters, Mari. Y'all should follow her. She's in here. Her name is Ready Set Glam. Oh, I see you commented. I'm still living in 2 weeks ago. Girl, yes. I have been so inspired, and that's why I'm hosting my two workshops. The part 1 target audience workshop, and then the part 2 content strategy workshop. I'm excited about them both, especially that content strategy workshop, because I have not shared that formula with many people yet. I've shared it at Bonjour Beauty University with the students there. I shared it with one of my mentees here recently, but I am looking forward to really helping some lashpreneurs get their aesthetic together, because that's one thing that we really care about. And a lot of times people will tell, this is just free marketing game right now. A lot of times people will tell you, or you'll see, when I say people, I mean Instagram educators. You will see people saying like your aesthetic doesn't matter, you don't need real covers. And I mean, you don't. However, when you are looking to build clientele, think about this woman. She's a woman. So she's going to, aesthetic matters to her. What your page look like matters to her. Is it messy? Is it all over the place? And all I seen is eyes and lashes when I come to your page. Where's the cohesiveness and the pretty to it? Where is the desire and the attraction if you don't have it shown through your real covers or through your pictures? So your aesthetic matters. And I'm going to teach you how to get a nice, clean, consistent, nice lash aesthetic. I'm going to teach you guys how to develop goals for your content. That way you're not just throwing posts at the wall and hoping something sticks to attract clientele. We're going to create content goals. We're also going to create a content plan. That way you know exactly what's going on. How many times a week should I post? How many times a day should I post? When are people most engaging with my post? What is the flow of my post? That's another thing that we're going to be doing in that workshop. And then also just developing a content strategy. That way you know you have content pillars, which are basically the main topics that you want your content to be centered around. We're going to create sub pillars for those. So it's like, okay, I have a topic. I want to make sure that I'm talking about retention on my page. What about retention? With retention comes, let's say, lash baths or lash hygiene. So we have retention as the pillar, lash hygiene as the sub pillar. Okay, what about lash hygiene can we talk about? We can talk about how you should clean your lashes. We can talk about why you should clean your lashes. We should talk about what you can use to clean your lashes. That's already 3 pieces of content right there. And what I like to do is take one topic from the sub pillar and talk about it for a full week. Again, like I said earlier, everybody is not going to see every post that you make. So if you post about it 2 more times that week, you might catch some other followers, and you can always circle back to that thing. But just that quick, I just gave y'all 3 weeks of content. And so that is what we're going to be doing in the content creation, the content strategy workshop. And that workshop is September 7th. Tickets are live. Go get your ticket. There's also a target audience workshop happening on August 10th. And those tickets are live. Go get your tickets. So target audience is part 1. The content strategy workshop is part 2. Why did I do that? They helped me. The little clicking helped me think. Okay, let's see. Yes, I love you. I love you too, my girl. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. That part. I think that's when you were talking about, or we were talking about the aesthetic and everything. So with the specialties that you create for your target audience, this is if you have a very specific group of women that you want to service. For example, if you are a bridal lash artist, that means I am marketing to the brides, women who are getting married, and you will structure your business or your service process around it. Do they have to do a consultation? Do you need to do a trial before they get married? Do you like, what is the process for that? So having a specialty, if you want, is a thing that you can do. Like I said, my specialty, I'm specializing in natural lash sets. I want to market to women who want to enhance natural beauty. If you want to do a specialty in, let's say, anime sets, then that's what you would market. So if your specialty is I use the example of women working out. If that's the group of women that you want to cater to, then that's your specialty for your target audience. So that's something new that I've recently added. You don't have to do that, but it's definitely something to consider if you know this is what I'm good at, this is who I mainly want to service. And what made me kind of niche down and have a specialty for myself with the natural lash sets is I got tired of doing mega volume sets. They just weren't as cute as I wanted them to be. I got tired of I don't know, just that look. And it's like now the soft girl aesthetic is really, really in, and it's been in for a while. And I've changed up my lash look as I've changed up what I've done. So I used to wear a mega volume look, and I loved mega volume for the fullness and for just how the personality was with those lashes. But now I love a wet set, and I've been wearing a wet set for about a year and a half now because it is very natural. It doesn't look dramatic. It looks great if I'm going to a business meeting, if I'm going to hang out somewhere, if I have to go to work. It fits in all of the areas of my life. So that is that's how I've adjusted and changed my own lash style up. So you definitely want to consider if there's something that you are really good at and that's the main thing that you want to do. You can add that to your target audience. And again, with all of these things considered, you will attract people who are not your audience, and you can still service them. So I'm going to recap what we went over for target audience. I'm going to get to this question that I see, and then we can wrap it up if you guys don't have any other questions. So when you are developing your target audience, remember, this is one full person. So the age range needs to make sense with the occupation that you select for them. It needs to make sense with the character traits that you have for them. So a 20-year-old is probably not about to be able to be a doctor or a lawyer and have certain types of flexibility. So that's something that you want to consider. Remember, the point is this is one full person. So just to recap, target audience, when you're creating and detailing this person, their age range, 3 to 5 years, I recommend. Their location, your location, their occupation, not so much of the job title, but what their flexibility is like. Can they come at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. to get a lash fill, or do you have to work after hours or early mornings to service this client? That's based on when you want to work. The socioeconomics, are they able to afford to get their lashes done consistently? Free time, what are they doing so that you know what to post about when it's that time? Saturday morning, Sunday evening, whatever. You know what to talk about to direct it to this person because you've created them. What are their desire points? What makes them need lashes from you? Think about that when you're doing your marketing. What are their character traits? Who is this person? Is she respectful? Does she tip? Is she generous? Is she kind? And then lastly, specialties. Do you want to market to a very specific group of people? Brides, women who work out, women who want a certain type of lashes, whatever the case may be. Let's see. This is my sign to text you for that mentee opportunity you mentioned. I don't know why I got shy to do so. Girl, listen, I don't know why you got shy to do so either, because I am a normal human being. The only difference between me as a lashpreneur and you as a lashpreneur is that I have time and experience ahead of you. There's nothing that makes me better than you. There's nothing that makes me just super esteemed and on this high pedestal. I've been doing it longer, and that's the only difference. And because I've been doing it longer, I've had more time to mess up, and I've had more time to go back and learn from those mess ups, and I've had more time to try new things and invest in things that I can come back and say, hey, don't do this, and you should probably do that. It's just the experience and the time. That's it. So I am more than happy to be a mentor for you, and you should definitely follow up because I don't offer that to just anybody. So yeah, I'm a normal girl. You don't have to ever be shy to DM me, to comment and ask something. baby, my blood gonna come out red just like yours. I'm gonna fart just like you fart and poop just like you poop and all of the things. I'm a regular person, so don't feel like, oh, it's T the brand. Girl, I'm Tiara all day long through and through. So I hope that this makes you feel a little more comfortable. And text me. Let's get it going. I need that mentee too. Come on, girl. Let's talk to me, sis. You got my number too. DM. You have my number too. Text me or DM me, and we can set something up to start mentorship with you guys in August. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited because my current mentee, I don't know if she'll be continuing through August, so I do have more availability that'll be open for mentorship. But the mentorship has really helped a lot of women. A couple of those women were at the Elite Lash Convention, and if you want to hear from them and not just me about the mentorship program, I'm going to send you their page. DM me and I'll send you their pages and you can ask them. When I was at Elite Lash Convention, when I got off the stage from the panel discussion, there was a lady who caught my attention and she wanted to talk about mentorship. And so I told her, like, I don't do the group mentorship anymore. Everything is just one-on-one now, because what really bothers me is when people invest their money to be a mentee of mine and then don't do the work. Because it's not just about the money. It's about the time that you're taking to attend these sessions, the times that I'm allotting to do these sessions. This is your dream. This is your business. These are your goals. And if you don't do the work for your goals, we wasting time. So definitely make sure that if you do inquire, if you do sign up, that you do want to do the work, because I only want to work with lashpreneurs who really want to work and who really want to grow. So that's that. So back to this lady at the Elite Lash Convention. I gave her basically that spiel, and I told her I have 2 former mentees in the room. I showed her both of them. I said, go talk to them, ask them any questions about their experience that they had with working with me. And if you decide from what they tell you, not from what I share, but what they tell you that it's helpful and it's for you, hit me up. And so that's that. So if you guys want to hear from real mentees, I will send you their Instagram pages. They don't mind answering any questions that you have. Yes, mentorship, please. Awesome. DM me, sis. I went through one of your mentee pages and loved it. Hit the target. Absolutely. I think I know who it was. Was it the Fit Lash? Say yes or you, just to let me know if it was her. And yeah, we worked hard, and she was the hardest working mentee. Her and a mentee that I had, she has a lip gloss business. She wasn't here. I don't know if she's still in here. Her name is Tracy, and her business name is Chocolate Cosmetics. She has a lip gloss business, and yeah, she was in the group with Leandria of the Fit Lash. Okay, yeah, and they were the hardest working mentees I've ever had. There's also another named Mariah. She just ended in January, and that was the last time I did a group approach to mentorship, and she's been doing well too. So she was at Elite Lash Convention, again, getting out of the space that she's in her lash room. That lash room, if you do not leave that to see a broader world for the lash industry, it's really gonna hinder you. And I really mean that. Had I never gone to LashCon, I wouldn't be on this live talking to y'all. And it's not like I went to LashCon and it just gave me this power boost. No, I went to LashCon. I took classes at LashCon that I knew would help me or that I thought would help me. And the things that I learned from those classes, I applied them in my business, and I customized them to work for me. Everything doesn't work for everybody, but the principle is still the principle. So, what is this? TikTok got me verifying something. Sorry, y'all. The principle is the principle. So you definitely want to get out and go to some of those lash conferences. It'll really help you. That's where the opportunities are. Nobody at a bigger company is coming to share ideas with you in your lash room. Nobody is coming to mentor you in just your lash room. So get out and go to those conferences. Again, I have discount codes for ILE in Miami and the Lash Conference in California this October. So DM me, let me know. All right, so it looks like all of the questions have come to an end. I'm gonna give you like a couple of minutes, and if you guys have any other questions, anything about growing your lash clientele, anything about lash marketing, drop them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer. If not, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Remember, this live is sponsored by thelashsupply.com. You can shop online, save 10% when you use code T10, and now you can shop in store at the Garland, Fort Worth, or Arlington location and use code TFlashStore10. That's what's tagged in That's the comment that's pinned below, and you can use that in store for 10% off your orders. If you want to get a ticket to the Lash conference, you can use code T100, and that will save you $100. They do have a payment plan, but you want to go ahead and do that payment plan. Go ahead and get your ticket. That way you get the 3-month payment plan, but before it turns into a 2-month payment plan, and then you're paying more each cycle. And then ILE, I believe that code is T10. But DM me and I'll share the code. I'll check and correct the code to make sure it's right. With me wanting to tailor to brides until they come. Oh wait. With me wanting to tailor to brides until they come, what should I do as far as models, marketing for clients to be booked? If that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So, what I really think you should do, get you somebody who you can do a model set on. Like if you have a friend here, if you have a lash sister here, or somebody you can do a full set on, rent a dress or ask somebody if they have a dress and do a mini photo shoot. That way everything is consistent. If they have on a bridal gown, then you know whoever sees it is knowing, okay, these are lashes for brides. But market the style of lashes that you would want your brides to wear, or that you want to do for brides. I think I shared with you that I had a bride who got the most outrageous lash set, and it just wasn't a bridal look. I wouldn't recommend it, and I told her I wouldn't recommend it. So market what you want your brides, styles that you would want your brides to get. If it's a wet set, if it's something wispy, even if it's volume or mega volume, just make sure that you're posting those things. Make sure your captions that you're talking to brides. I know already on your page it says that you are a bridal lash artist. So just kind of structure when you are putting kind of, I don't want to say filler content, but like your real covers or just pictures that you might post some bridal inspo stuff. Find out about some companies that you can connect with to learn more about brides. One of the companies that I used when I was preparing for the wedding was Woosah Bride, and this is a company that is more so focused on the mental health of brides while they're preparing for their services. They have a journal, like a wedding planning journal, and all kinds of little things for brides that help with mental health. And so I invested in the journal to help me plan for my wedding, and those are things you can post about those journals on your page, things that will be interesting for brides, not just lashes, but things that brides can connect or relate to. So I think that would be a good place to start. What other questions we got? Anything else? Yeah, I hope that helps. You are so welcome. All right, y'all. Well, if we don't have any more questions, we can go ahead and wrap this live up. If you do think of a question, DM me. I respond to all of my DMs. So yeah, DM me your questions. Again, this live was sponsored by the Lash Supply. Thank y'all for joining. I hope that something was said to help make your lash journey a little bit easier. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right, I got